So first of all, I will introduce the first speaker of the event today, Amanda. Amanda is a very experienced Toastmaster. She has shifted to a different career path, and thanks to the training, now all those interviews successfully. She used to be a sales in a Canadian firm and also a digital entrepreneur. But she has served in different positions in a diverse industries, including as an international sales executive in healthcare, product marketer in textiles, customer service department head in bicycles, and project manager in renewable energy field. She has been a member of Toastmasters since 2005, and her most notable achievements in the organization is that she's the third place winner in the 2017 International Speech Contest and have served in various leadership roles in both the club and the district level. So for anyone who is not familiar with Toastmasters, both club and district are the unit in our organization. So club is at the lowest level, district is at the highest level. And Amanda is also a distinguished Toastmaster member, DTN. DTN is the highest title that you can earn in this organization. So when anyone introduces to you that he or she is a DTN, that means that they have completed a lot of speech assignments, served a lot of different leadership roles. And right now, Amanda is so passionate about helping others to embark on their Toastmasters journey, empowering them to excel as a communicator and leader in their chosen fields, okay? So keep those two words in mind, communication and leadership, because you would hear them being repeated and repeated throughout the meeting today. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome our first speaker, Amanda. Thank you, Michelle, for that lovely introduction. How many of you are not a Toastmasters member? Please raise your hand. Wow, we've got a room full here. Thank you so much. And I would like to give you an acknowledgement because it's after all a Saturday afternoon, and you spent 3.5 hours sitting in this room instead of going around shopping or watching the latest June Part 2 movie. So that tells me something about you. That tells me that you value your own learning and growth more than pleasure itself. So I want you to look at the person on your right and left and say, you are amazing. Yes, you are amazing because you valued your own growth and learning more than the other pleasurable things that you could have done with your time today. So my role today is to introduce Toastmasters to you. So what makes me the person eligible to or qualified to introduce this is because I'm a Philippine-born Chinese by ethnicity. I have been a Toastmasters member since 2005, 2006. You do the math on how long was it. It's more than a decade for sure. And I've been and has always been a BID Toastmasters member. That's the club name, which stands for Brilliant, Intelligent, and Dynamic, which is what we represent in our club. And so as the host, I have earned Distinguished Toastmasters title. So that means that's one of the highest milestones or important milestones that we achieve here as we learn throughout our entire Toastmasters journey. I have also served multiple club officer roles and district roles, and I have won competitions as well. Well, competition, yes, we have competitions here in Toastmasters, but that's just a motivating factor for us to improve ourselves better. So one interesting fact about me is that my English is not perfect, and I used to hate that language. I know what you're thinking. Like, what? You're standing on that stage and you're telling me your English is poor and you hate that language? Well, that's the truth. As much as I say, I wish I made that up, it's the absolute truth. Although I was born and raised in the Philippines, I never had the chance to speak English outside of the classroom. And whenever I had the chance to attempt to speak the language, I would often get laughed at because my English grammar was really, really, really bad. You know, in Chinese, when you're talking about he or she or it, what's the Chinese word for that?
他
Right?
and
And
他
what's the Chinese word for eat, ate, and eaten?
吃
Sure. So Chinese is so much easier than English. And when I was growing up, I find it so confusing. Raise your hands if you find English so confusing. All the grammars, past participles, past progressive tenses. Oh my God, that's real. I failed almost all of my language tests. And so when I encountered Toastmasters, that changed my entire perspective, because Toastmasters is the place where I gained my confidence. And who wants here, say yes if you want confidence.
Yes.
Oh my God. Say yes if you want confidence.
Yes.
That's much better. We'll improve later on. So, a little bit introduction of how Toastmasters has helped me advance my career path. So I would call myself or consider myself as a multi-potentialite. So that means I have a lot of interest. I'm curious about a lot of things. I pursue different kind of creative pursuits. And so I've been in international sales in the medical device industry, a customer service department head in the bicycle industry, a product marketer in a textile company, and a project manager in German wind farm developer. And right now I'm working as a merchandiser, product developer, and a graphic designer in a Canadian trading firm. So do you see any logic in the careers that I've chosen? There's no linear path for me at all. I jump from one industry to another with no prior experience. I don't even have PMP certificate at all. So how did I manage to do that? Simply through interviews and job applications. It was because I was able to communicate myself so well that I left a good impression to the HR personnel or to the supervisor, and that landed me the job, even if I don't have any prior experience to that. So what is it? What is Toastmasters actually? So as Michelle has mentioned, Toastmasters is an international organization where we offer you a positive, supportive learning environment. So this is a place where nobody's going to laugh at how poor your English is. What we care about is your own growth, whether you're not making improvements. And how do we encourage you to grow? We teach you hands-on public speaking and leadership skills. So when I say hands-on, you have to really apply and do what is taught to you. So like, for example, you're given an assignment of doing an icebreaker speech. So you have to do that on the stage, present a 4 to 6 minutes presentation for introducing yourself. And so eventually our goal is a confident you. The ultimate goal of Toastmasters is for you to find your own voice and your own unique style to present yourself to this world. So say yes if you want a confident you. Yes. One more time, say yes if you want a confident you.
Yes.
So since 1924, we have helped 27,000 members, more than that actually, in 2,200 clubs in 148 countries. And what we focus on here in Toastmasters is not just English. We focus on communication, because speaking English and communicating is totally two different things. You may have a perfect English, but whether or not you can express yourself clearly is totally a different discipline. So in Toastmasters, we have what we call, the educational program is called Pathway. So if you want to express yourself in different, like for example, you want to deliver a humorous speech, that's totally a different style from public relations speech, right? Or if you want to have a persuasive speech, that's totally a different communication style. So all of our learning programs here are based online, so you can learn it at your own pace, and you can learn it anytime, anywhere. And all of the things that you learn in Toastmasters are real-world transferable skills. So the meeting agenda is actually missing one of the slides here is missing the picture. But anyhow, no worries. We're trained on Toastmasters on handling event difficulties like this. So in Toastmasters, we have a meeting agenda. So what do we mean by a meeting agenda? We have an agenda like this, where everything is laid out, planned you don't just come to Toastmasters and casually talk with each other. So we come here with a specific objective of delivering a speech, whether it's prepared or an impromptu speech. We come here to give evaluations and feedback, and we also come here to improve our communication. Again, I'm not saying about English skills. You'll definitely improve your English, but what we're trying to point out is that we improve your communication skills. So how does it actually apply in real life? In my opinion, it applies in real life for 3 different aspects. So first of all is prepared speech and impromptu speeches. So like, for example, a while ago I mentioned you would give, as a first-time member, you would give a 4 to 6 minute speech in front of the audience. And so all you need to do is to introduce yourself. And we teach you how do you introduce yourself in a way that will actually attract the audience to want to listen more. So we have the opening, body, and conclusion. How do you make a great opening? How do you make a structured body? And how do you make an impactful conclusion? And how does it apply on real life situations? How many of you have been to job interviews? All of us, almost all of us. So public speaking is pretty much like job interviews, where it's just a matter of you're facing one person versus a room full of 50 or 80 or 400 individuals, right? So prepared speeches and impromptu speeches are simply training you to answer or respond to questions during job interviews, or sometimes when you're teaching to venture capitalists. So how many of you want to start your own business and pitch to venture capitalists or angel investors? Amazing. So this is the training ground for you to start building up that confidence and building up that communication skills. Next thing is evaluation. So why do we have evaluation in Toastmasters? How many of you are in managerial positions or wanted to be in managerial positions? Amazing. You're an outstanding individual. Amazing. So here we have evaluation. How do you motivate your team members to do something that they've never done before? How do you tell them to improve without hurting their ego, right? So in Toastmasters, we train people to use the 3K technique. 3K technique stands for kiss you, not physically kiss you, but metaphorically kissing you. We kick you in the ass, of course, metaphorically. And then the third thing is kiss you. So that means we acknowledge you as an individual. Nobody here wants to make mistakes. Unless you actually wanted to actually intentionally make mistakes. I think anyone here wants to make mistakes, right? So we acknowledge your effort. We provide you the improvements that you can make. And lastly, you can wrap it up with an impactful conclusion telling, hey, you really did an amazing job a while back. Here's something that you can improve on. And I think with this kind of improvement, you can do better next time. So that's the technique that we learned here in Toastmasters. And the last thing that we learn in Toastmasters is session host, like what Michelle did a while ago. How many of you thought that Michelle did a good job as session host? Can I hear a clap of hands? Amazing. So yes, this is real life situation. She got this training from Toastmasters. And what we do here is we master the flow of the event. As a session host, you have to master what's the next agenda in line, and be enthusiastic, like what Michelle demonstrated a while ago, right? So what we do here in Toastmasters is we practice twice in a month. If you join a club, there's twice in a month meeting, and you practice every now and then on impromptu speeches, giving evaluations, giving prepared speeches, and until it becomes second nature to you. I mean, you look at me standing on the stage confidently, but deep down inside, I'm actually feeling anxious. Do you want to hold my hand? How do you feel the cold? Yes, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, but then I'm still speaking here, standing up here in front of you, because I'm already trained to manage that nervousness. I can already befriend that feeling. So in Toastmasters, it's completely okay to make mistakes. It's completely okay to have poor English, because that doesn't matter. Communication comes first, perfect English comes second, okay? Next thing is that on Toastmasters, we're not just all about learning. We have fun stuff. I'm not sure exactly why the images are not showing. Perhaps we could just exit the full screen mode, and I could show you some fun stuff, or the images. Can we just exit the full screen mode? Perhaps it's going to be better. So in Toastmasters, as we mentioned a while ago, we're not just all about learning, we're all about fun as well. So a while ago, I was talking to the group of ladies here. They were actually part of a hiking club. They joined a hiking club. So how many of you like hiking? Amazing. We have that here in Toastmasters. How many of you want to go to? Okay, so how many of you are like singing? Anyone? Any of you? Oh, wow, yes, we have singing as well. So we have singing in Toastmasters as well. And hold.
And we have all kinds of activities in Toastmasters.
Yes, we all have all kinds of activities in Toastmasters. Like, for example, we have singing, we have food. And how many of you are single here in Toast? How many of you are single? Raise your hands. Okay, so congratulations, you might be in the right place, because I actually met my husband here in Toastmasters. Now, just a disclaimer, we're not a matchmaking agency here, but that's a probability for you to meet your better half in Toastmasters. So in a nutshell, Toastmasters is a nonprofit organization where we actually teach you effective public speaking skills.
And also leadership skills.
Yes, and also leadership skills. And how do we do that? It's through the positive learning environment that we offer here. Again, nobody's going to laugh at how poor your English is or how great your English is. What we do here is simply provide you an encouraging way of learning English in a fun way. And we want, how? Through hands-on public speaking, communication, and leadership skills. And what's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to be a confident you. So how many of you are saying yes if you're ready to be a confident you? Yes. Say yes if you want to be a confident you. Yes. And the photo's the photo's yes, the photo's back finally. Then that's okay. So, and if you're ready to be the confident version of yourself, then go find a Toastmasters club near you. Let's welcome back our section host.
Thank you, Amanda.